Hey everybody, we gonna test some more glues. All right, so after the last attempts, fairly disappointing results, I did a little bit more research, got in touch with some vendors, manufacturers. I contacted Shapeways and asked them directly about what they recommended for their specific flavor of nylon that they use. And I got some new info, mainly verified from several sources, including Shapeways, that the go-to adhesive for nylon is the acrylate type glue. So basically, super glue, which is, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation or the spelling here, but cyanacrylate, which is basically super glue, and then methacrylate, which is a you generally see it as like plastic weld or plastic bond type two-part epoxies. So I got responses from Loctite and JB Weld and Gorilla about what to use. JB Weld was no help. They said they didn't offer a product that could bond to nylon. Loctite said to try their plastic bonder, which is a methacrylate, a two-part epoxy, which I have. And Gorilla got back with me and said to try their Gorilla Weld, which I could not find locally. I can see it on Amazon. It's like $5. It looks like JB Weld to me. It's a steel, it's a two-part system, a steel or binder, and then a hardener, and it looks like JB Weld. I wanted to find it, but I couldn't find it locally, so that kind of counts that out. I'm wanting to find something that's readily available. If neither one of these pan out, then I'll probably get some off of Amazon and try again. But the other stuff I got, I wanted to try, since Gorilla was so helpful. They were the most helpful to me via email. So whether or not, I just want to shout out, whether or not the Gorilla product works for this application, their customer service is fantastic. Just going to say that. Loctite did get back to me. They were pretty bland, but they had useful things to say. And I wanted to get a different super glue because I think that I'll pull it out. What I tried previously, this is a perfectly fine super glue, but I think this container is old. I think this is 2 or 3 years old. So I wanted to try something new, fresh. This got good reviews and Gorilla was super helpful, and I wanted to try a runnier type super glue that would flow into the porous, because this strong, flexible, Shapeways calls it versatile plastic, is pretty porous nylon. I wanted something that would flow a little bit easier into the porous structure of the plastic. So first, in this spot, we have the Loctite plastic bonder two-part epoxy, which is the methacrylate two-part. And then in the second spot, we have this Gorilla super glue. And a few other things before I yank on these paper clips. I was able to find, with the help of a commenter, thanks buddy, on YouTube, who helped me find the same micro stick, but with a longer drive shaft. It's longer by very nearly 3 millimeters, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 3 millimeters of material is going to make a difference in how sturdy this is. And I think, try a little bit better, harder to clean up the inside of these holes. These are brand new holes that I drilled for this test, and I did rough up the tips of the paper clips with some 220 grit sandpaper, just to try to give it some tooth. So there's a few differences with this test. I think the adhesives are different, and we're also going to have the benefit of having longer stick shafts going forward. So let's just see. So first up is the Loctite plastic bonder, and I just want to... That's fantastic. That's nice and sturdy. Okay, so that came out, but I want to point out something. The paperclip broke. There's a chunk of paperclip down in that hole still with that epoxy. So the paper this glue, this plastic bonder did not fail. The paperclip failed. So far this is better than even in the last test, the JB Weld original. That's pretty good stuff. So this is the super glue, the Gorilla Super Glue. I want to point out that this is a good bit cheaper than this by $2 or $3. So if this ends up working as well or close, this might be a go-to. So let's just yank on this and see how it does. Okay, that was also excellent. The paperclip broke. You can see, especially on the super glue side, where that broke off. So okay, so that was awesome. I think I have what I need. So both of these will work. If you guys attempt this mod on your own, if you can find either one of these, I think you're going to be good to go. This is pretty common. It's a pretty common product. Everyone knows about super glue. I'm not going to do any more super glue tests. If you can find the Gorilla Glue, the Gorilla Super Glue, awesome. If you can't find it, I would say don't use a super glue gel. Use something a little bit runnier, but get a nice brand. Get the Gorilla Super Glue, get the Loctite Super Glue, get it runnier, but make sure it's good stuff. And obviously I would say make sure that it's fresh. It's not expensive. And I don't know. I mean, there's so many variables here, so it's hard to know. I know that both of these adhesives just performed very well. I did rough up the paper clips with sandpaper. I did blow out the holes that I drilled into this nylon post with compressed air. So who knows? But these adhesives under these conditions performed great. Honestly, the super glue was a lot easier to apply. So it's when I do these mods for people, I'm going to be using this. So kudos to Gorilla. I know Gorilla customer service person, if you end up watching this, that you told me to try the Gorilla Weld. Couldn't find it at Lowe's, couldn't find it at Walmart, so I didn't buy it. But your Gorilla Super Glue worked great, fresh out of the package, so awesome. And I think we're good. I should be getting the new stick in the mail today. UPS tracking is saying today, so I should have an update that doesn't involve me messing with paper clips and janky looking parts soon. Hopefully with a finished or near finished mod. And then, yeah, we'll be good. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.